Good morning. Good morning, Larry Axel. Good morning, Keisha Bivett. Good morning, Just Because. Good morning, Purple Rain. I'm waiting for a couple more to come in. Good morning, Natural Boss. Boss Lady C. Pastor Stephen McNeil Lennon. Good morning. Thank you. Y'all, I'm not going to wait for a whole bunch of people to come in either this morning because I don't know. I'm just feeling kind of tired. Just depends on how the thing goes. So here's I come. Here's I am, y'all. Grabbing all my stuff, sitting by me. My coffee, my vinegar water. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, and cut it. Hey, Manny. Hey, everybody. Here's I come. Here's I come. Hi. Morning, everybody, everyone. Y'all, I'm just kind of feeling kind of slow this morning. First of all, ladies, I have already talked about that menopausal situation. And the symptom that I was having, you know, the sleeping situation. So when I woke up at 2:30, I didn't want to be up all night, you know, and then throw my whole day off. So I ended up taking the melatonin at that time. And it had me sleep really hard like a baby. Matter of fact, I got up later than what I normally do. Like it's 8:51 here, so I may have jumped up maybe a little bit at the 8. Quick bird bath, whole bath, whatever you want to call it, in the shower, because it was in and out. You know what I'm saying? Threw on one of my moo-moos, my face, my hair, and came out. When I say my face, my eyebrows, my little lipstick or whatever, because that makeup be breaking my face off if I wear it every day, so I try not to. So that's what's going on this morning, kind of slow. Feeling kind of slow. I said, okay, let me come on anyway, because, you know, when you come on every morning at a certain time, you get used to coming on speaking to everybody at least. Kind of like a job, y'all. It's addicting to come on here every morning like this. It really is. So anyway, we get to what I was saying, that I was going to talk about, y'all. It's mostly YouTube stuff, but not a lot. Mostly Spiller Boy, because he was the only one really that came on yesterday that I really watched in its entirety. You know, and I got my life because I was kind of confused about some of the names he was speaking. Then when it came back to me, I said, oh, we spoke on that before about this lady. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Okay, let me start. But before I start, I did watch, what's her name? Mimi faking, Mimi faking horse, Mimi, something like that. And I stayed in the sky the whole time because I thought she was one of the ones that don't like your old girl. I don't know. You know how some people just roll with a certain group of people and they don't like you for some reason. So I stayed in the bushes. But then when I saw her in Billy Boy chat, she spoke to me. So I said, okay, then it's okay for me to leave a comment afterwards, and that's what I did. You know, you got to ease in when you talk to people, and that kind of goes into what I was saying yesterday. You got to be careful who you talk to. People might like you, they might not like you. This is cutthroat. You got to be careful, so forth and so forth. Not your boss lady. Yesterday I wrote you when I watched your thing. I caught your after show and you were saying something about a blackout. So I did write you yesterday and ask you what was it because I missed the memo. So I noticed you wrote me back. I just looked at it this morning and you were saying it was yesterday, so you must have just saw it. But yeah, I didn't know what that blackout was about. So that's why I was asking you. So anyway, let me get into this. So when I was watching Pretty Boy yesterday, and he was mentioning all the names that this person named Skillet has. Okay, he was telling the story, right? But then I got confused with another lady that comes on here, so I'm not gonna say the name yet to the end because I don't know. It's two different people. Okay, but when he was talking about this person named Skillet, well, the only name he didn't mention was Huda. I think Huda is the name that Miss Gina said that she knew her by, if I'm not mistaken. And if I am, somebody in the chat to tell me. I think Huda was the one that did real estate and stopped Miss Gina from getting her place. I think that was her name. But we knew this person, I did, and most of us over at TSCC at the time, as Skillet. But anyway, he was talking about how she had super chatted him $100. And then down the line, she had came on. We talked about it, like I said, and said that she bought him a whole camera and some equipment, which was a lie. It was his money, among other donations that he got him, his money that he bought his own camera with. And everything was leading back to Baltimore, because he was also saying that behind the scenes, she had been corresponding with Sean Bradley behind the scenes. And they were talking about taking people down. I don't know if he's saying taking him down or whatever, but her also, okay, and also was Rose Gillis. Now, y'all following me? Y'all remember Rose Gillis and some people like that? Let me see, not your boss head. Let me see what she said. She used to message me and I still, yeah, her. And I've always thought, Lockhead, that she was a total, a total nut. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's no other way I can put it. And she said that he said that when Rose apologized to him, she used to cuss out Sean Bradley. It's just a whole weird thing. And I think this is the one that gave him that spiritual bath for was it 23 Psalms. That's what I'm saying. Them names are getting out mixed up to me. They really are. But anyway, she been running around the street. She have emailed 4 people to try to do something to him. And the thing he mentioned got me too, when she emailed Willie B. Now everybody know that Willie B is mother, is what they call him, Spilly Boy's daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's when we met her. She was his daughter. Everybody knows that. So now she wants to apologize to him. So it's a weird story, y'all. It's just a lie. Whoever watched that yesterday got to come in here and help me out. It's just a real story. But I knew her as Huda, and I don't know if Spilly Boy knew her as Huda. I don't know if Spilly Boy knew, because he didn't mention that part, that she was the one with the real estate that took Miss Gina down, and everything is getting blamed on us. And we didn't ask her to do that. She took that upon herself to stop that lady from getting a place for her and her children. Do anybody remember that? Okay. Miss Mullins. Now, Laurie Axel's calling her Miss Mullins. Okay, so it's Miss Mullins, so I'm getting the names mixed up there, right, Laurie? Because I know a Huda, I know a Spilly, whatever her name is. The lady had about 5 or 6 different names. That's what I'm saying. Rose Gillis. Okay, so you get those names mixed up. I mean, she has so many names. But he was basically speaking on that yesterday and how she's behind the scenes doing stuff like that. And then she wanted to email them and say her and her husband want to send Billy Boy $100 a piece. He said he don't want her money. He told he don't want her money. Basically, he wanted to keep the stepping. I need to get those messages out. Get the stepping. No, you wasn't around then. No, you wasn't around. But I was around when she lied and said she bought that camera because we did a whole live on it. Yeah, y'all get the likes up. It ain't that many people here. You know, I'm already not getting all my notifications. Some of us not getting our notifications. Y'all can at least get them few likes up. And I'm not going to be on here very long. But I'm going to drop the link. And Lockhead, and you in here, you got to go to work. Because you know some of the story that I'm speaking on too. And then he went on to talk about Miss Maywood. Miss Maywood is AKA, just in case people didn't know who Miss Maywood was, Stanky Baby, AKA 5A. That's who that is. Okay. Wasn't she doing the readings, Miss Willis? I was in mind for Miss Gina when she said, well, that's what I'm saying, Laurie. When she was over there, Miss Gina, I remember Miss Gina saying she knew her as Huda. And I'm pretty sure she was. That's why I say with so many names. As he was mentioning them yesterday, I was getting all mixed up. I said, now, wait a minute. I know about this name. I know about that name. She was always sick. And like he said, she had cancer. She had this going on. Everything. I think she was a hypochondriac, to tell the truth about it. Everything was going on wrong with her. Yeah, y'all email me anything y'all want me to talk about. Because like I said, I'm not doing a lot this morning. I only really watched in entirety yesterday's Spilly Boy. And I'd be waiting for him to come on. That's what I did yesterday. But anyway, I'll drop the link because I'm not going to be on here long, y'all. You know, that's the only thing I really watch. Because I can sit here and talk about the rights and everything all day long. And speaking of that, have people forgotten that the corona is around? Have people forgotten that we still dealing with the corona? But I do see most of the protesters are wearing their masks. But a lot of them not. You know, are they forgetting that we still in the corona situation? Okay, let me see, Laura. You know, Laura, I wish you could jump on here, girl. It was Miss Willis that stopped her. It's her. She joined. See, that's what I'm saying. Because Miss Willis, Laurie, is also Skillet. Miss Willis also, Laurie, is Huda. And Miss Gina was saying she never knew her as Skillet or Rose. None of them names that we knew her about. That's what I'm saying. We never knew those names before. Let me see, was there somebody trying to call me already? Did I drop my link? Yeah. Hop on here, boss lady. Hop on here, girl, if you still here. But if you got to go to work, because I know you're still on the front line out there. And while the corona is still going on and people not even. And then, is one of your stores getting attacked? Why fight talking shit about another person smoking, lacking marriage? She apparently smoked. That woman smoked, I don't know, 70. That woman smoked what they call caviars. Oh my God, y'all. Before I go on, this is what I meant to say too. Wait a minute. I'm right, y'all. I am right. 23 Psalms, the ones that's frequent my chat. Y'all know y'all see her here. That's also Rose Gillis. That's also Rose Gillis. I know I'm right. And he didn't mention that because maybe Spilly Boy don't know that 23 Psalms is being my check on all the time. As a matter of fact, I had her as a temporary mod. No. Let me see. I got to write this person down. Let me see something. She was a temporary mod here. And before I go on, let me say this, y'all. Yesterday, Lady Nika went to go get her, hair get in my face, went to go get her procedure again. And then they ended up keeping her all night again, y'all. And as of right now, she's still there. Her blood pressure went up again. Now, this is the second time when she go do her treatment. This is happening to her. Usually she go get her treatment and come on. Y'all send some prayers to Lady Nika. I know she's gonna be needing a few little things again. She get out my baby girl, my friend be going through so much, y'all. I'm gonna drop her cash app in here just in case somebody want to throw her a couple cans of soup or something her way. Or do a cash app real quick to send some lunch to her while she's still in the hospital. If you don't mind, if anybody still know it, if not, I'll do it. Okay, I'm writing her now. Let her know. I hope everything come all right. Yeah, I guess people with that what is that she has? What is that? They go through so much. Yeah, y'all just send some prayers for her. My daughter with lupus, you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna drop her cash out once just in case somebody want to send her some lunch while she's there. Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm writing it right now. See how she's doing. All right. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I don't know, but let me drop her cash app just in case somebody want to send her some lunch. She was there all day yesterday, all day today. So it seems like every time she goes, she's staying there a little longer. Let me see. Let me get to my gadget so I can write that in there. Okay, let me see. I got to get to my gadget so I can write that in there. But yeah, y'all been saying 23 times in here. And then I kept her on a little bit afterwards. Then I thought about it. I said, okay, I better let her go. I better let her go. Because from what I understand, the way Spirit Boy was talking, she's still behind the scenes doing things. I don't know. She all of a sudden started watching me. And I don't have nothing against the lady. But then I got to think now there must be alternative motive or something. You know, I got to be careful of that myself. Because the way he was explaining, she's still behind the scene sending emails to people. And to his people of all people. Okay, so he don't know that there's Huda, and I don't think he and none of y'all knew that that was 23 times it's been in my chat. Okay, okay, she dropped it good because I was just looking for it to drop it. I'll see it. You dropped it. Okay, thank you, Lori. Thank you. Yeah, if somebody want to send her some lunch or something while she's still there, because you know, last month when she came home, she had a whole freezer full of food and refrigerator, but she couldn't touch. She had to still go get special stuff. So that's my girl. So I don't mind mentioning her. I'm not a selfish person. You know what I'm saying? Although I like cash apps too. So if y'all want to, all of y'all 67 here can send me $1 piece too if you want to. But like I say, at least send her some lunch or something if nobody feel like they can't do it. I guess that's why she was so furious with daughter here. She exposed her dirty little secret about chain smoking. She, that's not a secret though. Because we see her smoke. If you're talking about Miss Maywood, aka Stanky Baby, aka Five Bay, she smoked the trees. She has some lace with the trees, so I'm assuming everybody knows she smoked anyway. Okay, I'm assuming that. I'm just what I'm saying. So y'all, that's why I got so confused when he kept talking about that yesterday. I kept thinking, well, then did she change her name again? Because 23 times now, I know y'all see it in everybody chat now, but that's her. 23 signs is Huda, the one who Miss Gina knew by, is Rose Gillis, is Skillet, but there was another name that she had too, because we kept talking about it. And there's so many names, I can't think of it right now. But I know she sees that Reby Reviews, Really Big TV, and Lady Mika, I know that she sees that all three of them are tight with Mother. They call her Mother. They house a Trezor. They're friends in real life. Why would she start emailing them behind his back as if they're going to go against him? Is something wrong with that? You know, something wrong with that big time, y'all. Yeah, yes, you have. Alfreda, you saw her in my chat. It's 23 songs. And I had her as a temporary mod once upon a time. Y'all saw that. Well, that's who it is, y'all. She keep changing her name. And when she first came in my chat, somebody said, you know what 23 Psalms is. I said, yeah, I know. And then she cashed at me. And when she cashed at me, it is on there. The name is on there, but I never said nothing because she didn't really do anything to me at that time. I know her history, but at the same time, I know I kept side-eyeing. And that's why something stayed in my spirit. No, okay, I had a temporary mom. Thank you for temporary mom for me because that daddy had nobody at all. And then I finally moved it. Okay. Yes, she got other names. Yes, yes, she does. Was yeah, Miss Mullins, Rose Gillis, and Huda. Nobody knows about the name of Huda but Gina, because Gina, like she said, never knew that. All she knows is this lady used to help her out. And then she finds out months later behind the scenes, it was her that blocked her from getting her a place when she was trying to get a place for her children. Now, if I'm not mistaken, isn't she the same one that did the little hand reading, palm reading, whatever it is that they do? Huh? So she busted all the way around. I think she thought it was cool and hip to smoke weed, but a bad look to smoke cigarettes is seen as different to some, including fire, apparently, since she does. Oh, then I don't know about the cigarettes, but I'm just assuming when somebody smokes that many drugs, they're gonna smoke a cigarette. Sammy D. I assume that. Okay, now see, Laurie agreed with me. I knew who that was as I was in my her then. Okay, but did you know she was the same person? Did you know that Miss Gina knew her as that? And then when we start talking about the things she was doing, and I hope I'm not mistaken because it's two of the people running around like that. And she was saying she don't know her as Skillet. That's basically what I'm asking. Because we know about all that was Spirit was talking about. She didn't buy him no camera. We talked about that. TSCC busted her out. And she always was ill. Always let her tell her big toe was broke. She had arthritis in her finger. She had cancer. She had brain cancer. One of her eyes popped out. I mean, y'all, the list goes on and on and on and on of everything that she had. That's what I'm saying. And that, boss lady, you was around then. That's why I want you to drop the link and tell me. I know you was around. I know you know what I'm talking about when we bust her out. And that's why I was really surprised when Spilly Boy was talking about it yesterday. I said, well, then he don't know the rest of her names. You know, he don't know. He just knew her as the names that she's trying to do that with. And about that illegal gambling over there, this lady over there talking about she gonna do another one. She don't seem to get it that it's illegal, not unless you're doing some kind of charity or something. And what these people don't know is their money. That's what they don't get to know it. Okay, I remember the next name. Okay. Coda is Miss Mullins, because I'm looking at it right here. 23 sons. Marie Bennett, I just said was another name. I couldn't think of it. Rose Gillis. Okay, now wait a minute. Coda is Miss Mullins and 23 sons. Marie Bennett is Rose Gillis. They are two different people, so I am kind of getting the name mixed up. But that's why I said two of them with so many names. But Coda is Miss Mullins and 23 sons. Okay. Okay, let me see something. Somebody is writing me as I'm talking. Yeah, it's two different ones. I met James on North Shore and all gives. Skillet is senior citizen, best down, all up. He'll love that girl. He'll just love that. He'll love that. Yeah, okay. I think she stole the name Skillet from someone else. Okay, she stole that name? Since Bitterbell was talking about Rose Gillis in her creepy way. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Sammy D. I'm trying to think of all the names. So many different names. It was two of them at the time, and I was getting the names mixed up. But if I'm wrong, somebody tell me. What's 23 songs, Miss Mullins? Rose Gillis? Am I getting it all mixed up? Coda is Miss Mullins. See, Coda, Miss Mullins. Try to count the many names she had. Miss Moses Coda. Yeah, Miss Moses Coda and Skillet. I got it now, y'all. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, she was in my chat. She was in my chat. Okay, let me see what you say, Laurie. It is two different people, Skillet and Miss Mullins. Okay, see, that's why I'm getting confused at. Miss Mullins was Coda. Okay, yeah, 23 Sounds is Rose Gillis. Okay, yeah, I got it. I got it. But anyway, Coda, back to what I was saying, Coda. Coda is the one that Miss Gina knew about. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, let's get back to Miss Mayweather now. Miss Mayweather, you are running an illegal bingo game. You really are. You might not think it, but you are. You don't need license if it's a charity. You're not doing it for a charity. You're doing it for your own gain. And the money that you say people winning is some of the money that you scam the people out that you don't want to give out that you're using now for a birthday party. That is what you're doing, okay? So people is not crazy. Mm-hmm. And last week, he said she was calling into Mayberry channel. But she don't know that Spilly Boy is on to her, calling Mayberry, aka Steaky Baby, aka Five Baby. That's what he said. Yeah. So she reaching out to them. I already mentioned that. She keep trying to buy people, y'all. I guess she thought that sounded good when she said that her and her husband wanted to cash app Philly Boy $100 a piece. And you can't buy nobody on here. You can't buy me. You can't buy nobody. Because people would get on here and try to buy you. Simple as that. Mm-mm. I wanted to do Miss Gina. I got to write Miss Gina and tell her, does she know that her old friend Coda is at it again? Because Miss Mullins is Coda. Well, anyway, y'all, we move past all them names, because all them names get me all mixed up. And yes, they are. They get me totally mixed up. But anyway, I just wanted to holler at what Billy Boy was saying yesterday. Because if you're going to apologize to somebody, mean it. Don't get in here and apologize to nobody because you got a special hidden agenda about somebody. Thanks for welcome. You're welcome, Laurie Axel. Good morning, Jessica Carter. And he also said, by Stanky Baby over there talking about him, she's giving him pre-promotion that he got so many orders now. Y'all know Billy Boy got a lot of products that he sells. And y'all know he's making masks. If anybody want to get some masks, get in contact with him, order some masks for him. So she gave a full proof promotion. Because she went on his line and she spoke about all his products. When she did that, Babe Nation over there been ordering masks and whatever products they want from Spilly Boy. Full proof promotion. And she's so dumb and stupid, she don't even know that's what she was doing, y'all. She don't know what she's doing. Remember, she went on underscore platform seeking counseling. Yeah, okay, so you're talking about Coda. And that lady again, yes, she been doing the most. She been around here a long time, y'all. And then sometimes she would leave for money too, but in reality, she don't be gone. She be here watching all of us. Girl, forget my grammar this morning too. And y'all see I'm moving backwards. I told you I'm still sleepy. I'll be making notes and can't even read my notes. I gotta talk. I took notes yesterday, y'all. Can't even read my notes. I can't. But anyway, she's getting nervous now because she's threatening to shoot. Now, am I right? Who is she threatening to shoot? She's threatening Spitty Boy and she's threatening to shoot, but then that video is gone. Then she came back crying. Then when she came back crying, she got sick all of a sudden with the cancer and stomach problems. But Spitty Boy say he got cancer too. He went through a lot too. That's no excuse for her to be threatening to shoot somebody. This lady is nutso, y'all. This lady is Nutzo, nutso. Yes, she did. Good morning, Urgy Blessed. She is nuts. Now, how you gonna get on here and threaten to shoot somebody? and then email somebody that are all friends. Hey, Laurie, hey, I get fat finger syndrome. Fat finger syndrome. So anyway, y'all, those are two things I watched yesterday. Spilly Boy, y'all go watch him. It's still up. He's telling the whole story about Rose Gillis, aka whatever. But so Rose Gillis, see, so let me reiterate the names for y'all now. It's Rose Gillis, it's 23 Psalms. Marie Bennett, and she had another name. Miss Mullins was Coda and Monica Gina. I'm saying this because I had got the names mixed up, y'all. They are two different people. That's why I'm reiterating that. 23 Psalms is the one that threatened Spilly Boy. 23 Psalms is the one that I made a temporary mod. Y'all get it now? Okay. 23 Psalms. But see, when I had her over here, I didn't know she was going through all of that. I didn't know all that was going on. I really didn't know all that was going on when I had her over here. I thought the lady had changed. I really thought that when she was gone for a long time, I really thought that she had changed when she started jumping in my chat, because that lady used to never jump in my chat at all. Good morning, Read the Heart of Philadelphia. Read the Heart, why did they take you down? The other name was Red Lace Panties. Reed, you got to jump on here and tell me about that. And I want to know, because when I went over there and looked at you yesterday, one of your things were down, and it said violate YouTube thing. Are they still doing you like the way they was doing us when the Rona was around? Girl, I want to know why your thing got taken down. Because we're not even getting, I don't know if you noticed or not, we're not even getting all of our stuff. But 23 Psalms, if you are the one, I think you are the one that threatened Spilly Boy, don't come over here no more. Because I thought you changed your way. I opened up my arms to you, okay? Babe Nation took you down? Wait a minute. Really? What happened? Baby, grab the link, Read the Heart. Babe Nation took you down? Red Lace. Wow. Babe Lang doing the most. And federal. She over there with that illegal gaming. People already threatening to call the gaming commission on her. And that's what she needs to do. That's what everybody needs to do. She be doing the most. Good morning, Read the Heart. Girl, you got to tell us what's going on with this.
Hey, Miss Glass.
Good morning, baby.
Good morning. Like the other day, QB got mad because I deserved it. I deserved them to flag me for that one, but it was too good to let go. QB was mad because I shared his live stream when he went into the store that was open, basically trespassing, and it caught him on there. Told my son, "I'm looking for some money. Where the coinage at?" Now he in the back of a store that's looted. That don't mean that you could go in because the gates is off. So he got mad about that. The dumbest criminal. And then yesterday, that they did it again. I think it was Babe Nation, because I didn't have anything threatening like in the title. Only thing was in here was the riots and what was it? The bingo game, etc.
Okay, so now you said what I said. I think they removing videos. I think that they're starting to mess with our notifications again. Just like when the corona first came out, we weren't supposed to mention it, and they was taking us down, saying it was violating YouTube rules. Because I know you must have noticed too. The only way they're not taking us down as if we're not talking about that at all. Because I noticed on my last 3 videos when I talked about it,
Yeah,
it wasn't coming up. It's taking forever to get monetized. A couple of them still in the yellow. That's not gonna get monetized because I was talking about this stuff. But then when I came on day for yesterday, and then I talked the whole chat, I talked about something totally different because I kept saying I didn't want to go political or anything like that. They monetized that girl, but see, I wasn't talking about all that then. So I think that's what's going on again.
Yeah, it could be the writers, but I know the first one, QB and Babe Nation definitely did that one.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't care. It was like whatever. They just flagged it. It wasn't like strike the night. I didn't care. I had already had the part that I wanted y'all to see anyway. So it was like, all right.
You know why they did it? Because they're still jealous about your book you wrote, girl. They still up in arms about that because the little stuff that they did, the show, they still acting like it's still going on. It flopped. To
They
where your
still
book,
going over there, Miss Bless. They still on. It's a lady named Miss Diva One, right?
uh-huh,
She was on a live with Daughter here and what's the other one name? And Shelly.
uh-huh,
And she said, I'm about to go over there and make another bad review on Amazon.
uh-huh.
The other dummy, QB, buys the book and have a burn a book party.
No, that's so stupid. But if you got money to burn, go ahead and burn it. What did that prove?
That he's an idiot, that you're gonna spend $15. He's slow as we suspected him of being. That he gonna pay $15 and he gonna he gonna burn it. Like that's gonna hurt me, you dummy. That's helping me, idiot.
That's what it did. Did you notice that when we all talking about it, they got so jealous, even Juicy Booty. He brought his pamphlet back out and started showing his.
Okay, trying to use it for pre-promotion. Like, boy, shut up.
Yeah, y'all can read mine. I don't get mad if y'all read mine. And he must have did that for a whole week, showing that little pamphlet that he Googled and then put it into a book. So, and then they were jealous because your book came out and you talked about this sector and then you made it fiction. Was it fiction? Not fiction. What is it when it's not real?
It's
Fiction.
fiction.
Fiction. You made it fiction. You changed the name, but they mad because they wanted to be the first one to come out with a skit or something talking about this sector. But
Well, they don't realize I'm gonna make them more mad because when the next one about to drop too. So what you gonna do with that one? And there's gonna be a lot of them mad.
I said I can't wait to see my character.
We ain't even here yet. We ain't even at y'all yet. We ain't at TSCC y'all over
You
yet.
should be. If you talk about that man straight, you gotta have my character there some kind of way, girl.
That's what. Let me tell you something. This book, I thought that it would be over after the third one. It's impossible for that book to be over at the third one. And that's just going with my stuff, to be honest. Because when I had to go back and I was looking at all the videos and like analyzing stuff, I'm like, yo, we all look crazy as hell on it.
Well, you know what? If anybody wants to look back and watch this, total outsider, just want to say everybody, we do look crazy. We do get a lot of kicks because there's a lot of stuff went on here. And at the time, I was taking it serious, about to be mad about it. But when I sit back and think about it and look at it, it's funny. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious. And that's why, and that's what I wanted the book. I didn't want the book to be like a tell-all book or a secret, but I wanted it to be a funny book to look back, because if you see, I'm in there as well too. And this one, and in the second one, I'm more so in it because that's when I had the, I went through everything in that second part because it's going into the best that I got. So it wasn't like Sean trying to make it seem like somebody made the whole book about him. Like, we don't even flatter yourself. And what's going to happen is he going to keep playing, and I'm going to mess around with his weakness, and I'm going to post a picture of Chuck E. Cheese and play R. Kelly in the background, and I'm going to trigger you, Sean, because I know you in the bushes listening. And you keep playing. Watch me put a picture of Chuck E. Cheese up here, and I'm going to play R. Kelly, and I'm going to trigger you. I'm going to get all up in your mind. Now I'm talking about you, Sean. I'm talking about you.
Hey, read my thing. I got it highlighted. Crystal King said, "Read. I've been trying to get in touch with you."
Oh, Crystal, I didn't see that you tried to get in touch with me, but I did see that you see my comment. They had already I think they buried him already. that night we couldn't figure out who to get, and I was just thinking about people in Philly that may have contact with people dealing with the corona, because I know that your son is one of the first responders. Yeah, but thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get. I was like, oh well, okay. Well, wait till I drop that next one. He gonna really be on you about the bust a blood vessel.
Okay, now
When you get to Rita and anybody else you want to get shown.
let me ask you a question. You got a lot of back videos. You've been around a long time. You know everything that happened. Do you remember when Rose Gillis, aka Hoot or whatever, back then when she came on and she was talking about the $100 she cashed app, and then what turned out to be $100? She said she bought Spilly Boy that camera. Do you remember that we had her on and we was breaking her out and catching her in her lies? Do you remember something like that about her?
Yeah, that's how I found out who she was.
Okay, so you do remember her also going as Huda, and Regina was saying she never knew her as that person?
That part I don't remember, but I do remember when y'all was able, when y'all bust out every lie, and then the people that she was emailing came out like Kwani, like she emailed me too. She emailed, and guess you know what's funny? I got an email right now that I never opened from her.
Girl, I wish you could read it here. It'd be the first place you read it
at. I was like, because I be leery with a lot of them emails, because some people be people hack into your emails a lot of times. Or they try some slick stuff. So I was like, So I just read the first part, the no, and last night I actually I had no solid proof. I really still don't. But I kind of put it together that that's who it was, because how she come in. When she tried to come in with like get close to a content creator, she'll say something like, I want you to mentor me. Okay. How am I gonna mentor you?
Okay, because she came in my chat as 23 songs.
Yeah, and that's how she was coming on my channel. It's 23 songs. And I had I'm like, I think that's Skillet.
And I made her temporary mod. Now that this is going on, and Spilly Boy came on and spoke on that yesterday.
Hold for 1 minute. One moment.
I started to think maybe she had an ulterior motive with me. But it just stayed in my spirit. I kept saying, I need to move. I kept her there for over a week, and then finally I said, no, I got to remove this person, because I started seeing her everywhere, which I don't know if she's over there with Stanky Baby Ashan, but I'm finding out she was, according to Spilly Boy. You know, she kind of been hitting up Mayweather later. Mayweather, you know, is Stanky Baby, aka Five Baby over there. And I'm glad I moved it, because I wondered, did he send it? Because it was out of the blue kind of thing. And I said, okay, because she didn't do nothing personally to me. That's what I was thinking. I had never heard nothing, her say nothing personally to me, and I had nothing against her. But now that this is going on, and when I heard this yesterday, I'm starting to think, okay, then was there ulterior motive? What she trying to get in good with me to start saying and sending me some stuff, like the way she really thought and had the audacity to try to get Lady Nika really be in every reviews, Spilly Boy's friends, close friends, with a YouTube ship and an outside YouTube friendship, you know, trying to get them to do something against him. You know, that right there shows you her mindset. Let me go back and speak to Chocolate Bay. Yes, I'm glad I did. I'm trying to think like that now. Good morning, Miss Bless. Read the Harderfield just because 70 minutes.
Hey, Chocolate Bay. Jessica Carter. I seen it. I had to run out. We about to get a storm here. I wanted to have it out at least by the second week of this month, but I might have to do it. It might not be finished till maybe sometime the middle of this month or before, nothing later.
Well, this time you make sure you drop down and say, just bless my book out, because I didn't know it was out until we all found it and did our inserts. I never knew it came out in January. You didn't really
I didn't promote it like
didn't start getting promoted until we found it, start reading inserts. Girl, it was a good book.
Thank you. You enjoyed it? You were laughing.
Some people got offended. And I get it why some people got offended when you first read it, but like I said, then you got to sit back and think about it and laugh about it. About this,
yeah, like and the book's not to hurt nobody. It's just to show like this is what goes on. It's funny. Like some of the stuff may seem a little dark, but it's funny. all in it. Like I've been laughing. I even looked back at that book and was cracking up, like at the names and stuff.
But
And
now,
it's fun so people could guess the names of who the people are, guess the characters.
okay, but now you said, okay, now you was just saying something about what was that you just talking about? Hey, girl, to come back to me. A senior moment, girl, and I lost my thought. Well, no, you were saying something about they still got that little skit going on. Now, Jay Wilson, Juicy Booty, AKJ, said he's not in it no more. Miss Mayway, aka Stanky Baby, says she's not doing it no more. Wiley Ben left doing his own thing because I guess he realized it was a mistake. He didn't want to be in it anymore.
Right.
Kim
Wait a
said,
minute.
Kim,
Five said she's not doing it either.
who?
5 said she's not doing it either.
That was a few weeks back. She's not a part of it no more. And who else? The last one,
Is
just
it life changing
I don't know.
opportunity for her, right?
So that's Stanky Baby. That's Juicy Booty. That's Wiley. And who else I said? Oh, Tim. So that's 4 of them.
Heidi. Don't forget Heidi.
And Heidi, that's 5 of them. How many went?
And I don't know. Dad, I don't know. Shelly, remember she
Well, she probably still did it.
she said she out of it.
Oh, she got out of it?
Yeah.
So, okay, so was it about 10 of them?
Damn, who else is in it?
I don't know.
But it don't make sense for them to leave because they would be the ones that are actually main if they doing it as a reality show, right?
Yeah, that's what they said. Now look what Natural Boss Lady C said. She said they need to do a show based on your book. You right about that.
They doing it.
No, that's not as good as you got your book.
Hey, Natural, they doing it.
What's the crowd to say only Nicole is left?
Oh yeah, they go. She's still trying to get a singing career. She's still thinking that Simon Cowell gonna find her.
I heard the sound, y'all. She's still trying to go to Hollywood.
Right? She done went on there crying. The 5'8" done went. I just had a great opportunity that's gonna change my life.
She's still trying to go to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. I love you.
Because the people that left were the ones that actually had storylines that people were wanted to know about. Ain't nobody really care about Nicole Towers. But Jay Wilson, he could have used his catfish storyline. Wiley could have used his catfish Sheen storyline with Jay Wilson and Z2.
But you know what? Speaking of Wiley, I can't say, I don't want to say proud of him, but I'm glad he moved on because he didn't need to go over there. He was already moving out this sector and doing other things. And I don't know if it was the talk of money. They really thought it was going to be a real show. But like I said, when nobody don't know, this was in the workings over a year ago during the time when Wiley was still TSCC.
Oh,
because
wow.
that's the whole reason why he got let go. Remember that
Oh,
somebody want to pay Wiley to do something. Wiley can be making money except for what he is. He said about 3 times, then the third time, yes, let him go because she said she didn't want to stifle him. She didn't want to be the one stop him from moving on. And then that's when he left. So evidently, that's what he was talking about way back then.
Yeah, I think that the show. Cause remember, when they all fell out, that's when they start talking about the show. Like Dan and them had started talking about the mission, and we all was curious when Food Junkie and him like, what show? And but this one not showing up. He let his ego and wanting to look like he was relevant in this sector get ahead of him. Because if he was smart and he had not brought them people on there that day to try to throw it in people's face, D Ramsey and all of them on there. Remember when he brought them on there and they saw some this the show. Like you thinking he about to pull out Madonna and all these like Diana Ross looking chicks. He came on.
He came over here and got everybody that was washed up.
He not came on with a whole group of hood rats dressed up, looking like they going on the prime.
Washed up, thinking they going to Hollywood.
Yes, and him with this whole suit on in Atlanta.
Nicole
So,
was actually crying and then, oh, they called me. I didn't think
okay.
it really
Oh my
boosted
God, I could not stop laughing. So he tried to make people jealous in the sector when he did that. And it reversed. See, that's what I say. When people do stuff to people, you gotta be careful what you do to people because that stuff will turn around and you never let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Because he let his left hand know what his right hand was doing, and it actually kind of sort of back. He may not say it backfired in his face, but he did. Because you let people that never had anything and that again is using their ego. They're allowing their ego to take over their things they should really be quiet about. 5'8". She excuse me. She
but
could not
it
talk
really
about
did.
that show.
It,
She
it
could
really
not
did
talk.
boost. It really did boost Nicole's self-esteem because she was crying. She said she'd been trying to do this for a long time. I finally made it. People like me. Oh, she was Chrissy mad because she didn't get the call, and that's what she turned on.
Ah.
Now she said it about nothing. She didn't get the call. She mad at me.
Yeah,
Oh God, she went
yeah,
all.
that's her 5'8" biggest claim to fame, the call. Oh, I
Yeah.
know what they mad about. They mad about these numbers. They mad about these calls. Hey, natural boss lady. They mad about this
Hey,
show. That's all she say.
That's what she did.
I find it funny to be honest.
Yes, it is.
I
Good
find it
morning.
hilarious to watch her kiss his butt though. I find it even more hilarious to watch her kiss D Ramsey butt and to sit there and do a surviving Caldwell when you got a whole chick that's acting like your daughter, pretending to be your daughter, stating that you are sleeping with another content creator husband is the form of a little girl. That's perverted to me.
Yes, and
So Friday, since you listening up in Sky, when you gonna do the surviving D Ramsey when she did your daughter? When because that's not no. I'm sorry. That's
oh
not.
yeah.
I'm sorry. That's not. I'm
hold
sorry.
on, wait. When is she gonna do? When is she gonna do the I lost the twerk challenge survival? Let me stop.
There you go. Do that
And trust me, and you know, baby, natural boss lady, you know she gonna do a video on you gonna be on her news because you know they think she really thinks she the hot news. Like this is the news. She the news lady in this sector. And the funny thing is, she hide up in everybody bushes and dropped in. She just so happened to drop in when they say her name. She done hid up in Deanna. Oh my God! If y'all
let me
didn't see Deanna video from last night,
let me
watch
get thank
in
you
the
out,
last
guys.
video.
Hold up, I'm gonna say
Let me
something.
get this out.
Let
Let
me
me get this
hold up.
out real fast, you guys. Thank you, Auntie Jessica. Thank you, Chocolate Bay. Love you guys. Okay, go ahead, ladies. Had to get that out.
The read. She know I ain't scared of her. She know I'm not scared of her at all. She know I will drag her up and down all day, and it don't bother me. That's why she don't come for me. She know that the grease don't scare me. Okay, I got some flour throwing that grease fire and put that sucker out. Okay.
Look, Jiffy Lube Pepper. Listen, she was hiding up in Deanna bushes last night, right? Why did she make the mistake of dropping down there? When I say she drug her for like an hour straight, and it was all funny. And then Summer Breeze, tried to jump in and save her. She she drugged her, blocked her, but left Fire Babe open to be able to come in, and then continued to drag her.
Mm, damn.
and drag. And when I say I fell out the bushes, I'm like, Dad, was we across from each other? I out the bushes, did a cartwheel and was sitting there like, oh my God, like, girl, leave. All she could say was, you bald headed. You bald headed.
Oh, look, I know I ain't got no hair. That's the first thing she say. That don't phase me. At least you can see my hair. I ain't tripping. You can see my hairline, my hair
Your
roots. You can
hair is
see all
beautiful.
of it. Okay.
Your
Man,
hair is beautiful. However, your locks was just going, they were beautiful too. But
okay, guess what? I think we all got more hair than what's her name, Tracy D. Because she ain't no friend.
Oh
She wouldn't
snap.
even show that picture of her friend on there like that. She knew that was whole parking spaces between that girl box sprays, and she put that on there. I would be so mad at my best friend if she would allow me to go on camera with all those daggone spaces between my braids and my daughter is supposed to be a hairstylist.
But the daughter,
Oh my God.
Demi D did it. She did her own mother like that. She ain't got no edges.
Demi effed it up. That's what Demi did.
The hair was social distancing. Stop
It was
it.
and it was past 6 feet. It was past 6 feet. It was way.
Oh my
It looked like
God.
Jay Wilson with extensions. That's what it looked like. Juicy Booty with extensions in his hair. I was like, girl, why did she do this?
Jesus. Oh my
Like,
God.
like what? Is your hair boycotting your scalp? Is this the blackout?
Hold up. The hair said 6 feet. Give me 6 feet, please. I can't.
And it got a nerve to be talking about people. I see, and they got the audacity to sit on here and talk about people, about anybody appearance, and they both on here. She looking like a whole overgrown cow. I don't know who keep telling her that she fine. I wish she would go buy some clothes or maybe some clothes that's supportive to her.
Wait. Who fine? Who say who fine? Reed.
Bad baby. Stinky baby.
Oh my
Stinky
God.
baby.
Oh my God. That's too much grease.
Willie
That's
B.
Crisco.
Let me ask Willie B something, you guys. Willie B. And I know you was in the chat yesterday when Spilly Boy was talking about this lady that we also knew as, let me see, now I got to think to get the names again. Rose Gillis is 23 songs. Now, she have been in me and Lady Nika chat lately. Did you know that she was 23 songs too? And did you know she was behind y'all back trying to talk to Spilly Boy about y'all how ridiculous stuff? And if you want to jump on and talk about it for a minute this morning, you can. Oh, y'all, it's almost an hour. I'm going to be getting up here in a minute. But go ahead, ladies. I just wanted to acknowledge really be real fast and bring it
I
up.
know. Me and the Reed being petty. Look, I can't wait for my role. The Reed.
We so petty.
I can't wait. Hold up. I can't wait for my part in the book. Please call me the twerk queen that twerked out the grease queen. Please.
That's what you want. That's what you want. All right, don't get mad when I named you that, because Wix was playing and had me and told me to name her #1 D eater, and I did it. And she said, "What?"
Oh. Well, see, I'm known for being twerk queen. That don't bother me. I'm known for that on the YouTube street. I'm cool with that. Okay, I'm cool. She said the AD.
All right, okay. I'll let you do it. And don't be getting my son, yeah, and she gonna call me.
No,
wow,
look, that won't bother me. Hold up, Reed. That won't bother me, but I will be putting on display. Look right here. Here I am. I will be doing that. I can't lie to you.
Y'all see what's going to be wrong? She said she'd been in my Instagram DM for months. She didn't know that 23 Songs was that person too. I'm telling you that there's been an ulterior motive. So by her being in your DM, did she finally try to get to you? Sooner or later, she probably was going to try to get to me. 23 Songs, baby girl, you can't come over here unless you got a lot of explaining to do. A lot of explaining to do why you came over here and try to infiltrate me. Oh my God.
Bless. You know what? I think that she was a mod of mine one time. I just not heard the names you said. Rose and 23. One of those used to be my mod at one time. And that's weird to me that you're saying that. Rose used to be in my chat. And 23, I believe, was a mod of mine. So I'm really intrigued by this. I didn't know this was going on.
Yeah.
She was red lace panties.
This is ridiculous. Oh my God.
Yes. She was really something is seriously wrong. What she gonna do now is disappear. Then she gonna reinvent herself, and then she gonna come back.
Yeah.
Well, the skillet one left me message too. When VS was here, Skillet used to message me all the time. I never understood all those messages. I still have them in my inbox. I never understood why she would message me so much. This is when VS was still online, and I still have them. It's weird.
But that was so funny when they busted her out, when TSC busted her out, and everybody was looking in the audience like, hold that, she been emailing me too.
We all know the story about the camera. So Lockheed used around about that camera situation then too, when she was saying she bought him a camera. And then we find out she didn't buy no camera. She cashed after $100, ran around talking about she bought him a camera. He didn't buy no camera. He used his own money. He used his cash up, his blessings and stuff. But that's the lie she had out. And he was talking about it yesterday. So this woman been busy. So now she's
Exactly.
with a different name because we all know now that she's 23 Psalms.
Mm.
Yo, that's
That is,
mad weird.
she
That's
needed look. The
weird.
reading to do a book on all the trolls and their narratives. It's so many trolls and
Oh
narratives.
my
The reading. I
god.
need a book about the trolls. Come on, through. We need the
The,
trolls take over.
oh, but wait a minute. There is a book about the trolls. What is this girl name? I'm gonna find her name. I think it's oh god. I'm gonna find her name. I'm gonna post it today. She have a book out, and it's about
Hmm.
the trolls on YouTube. She been had the book out, like it must have been like a while ago, because they were
Okay.
comparing a book to my book on Lipstick Alley. It's on Lipstick Alley. Like I guess if you type in trolls on YouTube or something or in the B sector, it probably come up. But the girl did have a book about this sector and the trolls. But we
I
got
Wow.
didn't
a
know
whole
that.
different breed now, though.
But you
Wow.
should do another one because it's so much deeper now. There's so many trolls coming out. They got drama with the content creators who you can't see, and what's the big mystery behind this avatar? This avatar that would be a good read. I ain't gonna
And
lie,
but the
that would
funny
be.
thing is they're putting in our you notice they doing our avatars on it. Like
Yes,
they're going places with our name and stuff. Now they
yes,
doing
they
us.
are. Yes, they
Wait,
are.
what?
Yeah, they
Who?
doing
Yeah.
Who?
avatars. Yeah, it was one that would go on. They had the same exact avatar, my picture and everything, and they were saying it was a read
Uh-huh.
to Philadelphia, and they would go on people's stream live, and they would show feces in a jar or something like that. Now they went on Bama Girl live, I think, and did it, and somebody else. But on Bama Girl, she knew darn well that wasn't me. First of all, I wouldn't even be in your chat or on your stream, or I don't even like you. So that's
Oh snap.
yeah.
Well,
So
let me say this now. If y'all ever see me somewhere that y'all know I don't normally be, and y'all know by now my terminology, how I speak, and what I do, y'all know it's not me.
they did it with Tracy too. You know, in Tommy Sotomayor, that it was remember they had the screenshot and it was stating that she with her picture and stuff, her face, her whole avatar, and was saying that she don't that's 5'8" because of 5'8" she don't like black women or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something to that
Hmm.
effect. And
Hmm.
5'8" and them ran with that screenshot. That same troll had commented under one of my videos. And this is when you could click on the image and see who it is. I
Yeah,
clicked
they
on the
changed
person
that.
that had no followers, and I did it with both times. That was a troll, and she never. Probably she's so grimy that she never even corrected that. She still put it out there, and they all ran with their narrative, showing
Yeah,
all of
but
their
she
narrative.
don't check information. She don't check information. She just spout out a bunch of grease. But
Mm-hmm.
see,
So
the
she go
thing
in
about it,
my chat and do it. Just
I
that's what
have
she
different channels. I think I'm a troll too. I mean, I understand. They gotta be
does.
careful because I have 3 different channels. And see, when I cut my hair off, and I think it was Lady Nika thought I was a troll too. I had posted in Lockhead Boss Lady 2.0. She thought I was a troll because you can't trust everybody with the picture. I've had pictures
Yeah.
of me when I twerked that twerk challenge. I have trolls of the twerk, all kind of crap all over YouTube. People didn't know it was me or not. So you just gotta be, hey Simone, you just gotta be careful.
Let me say this about Laurie Axel said Lady Nika thought it was a troll. So I'm glad you wrote that because the other day, yesterday, Laurie Axel, I was somewhere speaking to you, and there was a Laurie Axel Doe with a D-O-E at the end. I wrote you this in Tracy chat. I said, oh, you added to your name. So what you're saying is that wasn't you? I spoke. I said, hey, Laurie Axel, oh, you added to your name. Was that
No, that
you?
was her second page. That was her. She has 2 different
Oh,
pages.
okay.
She came in my chat. She has 2 different pages.
But they
Lori
doing it
does.
to subbies too though. They now they starting to do the subs too because I remember one day we was in Creasy chat and they had one Miss Creole and I forgot who chatted, but it was somebody that she wouldn't even go in. And if she go in, she wouldn't even be commenting on there. But it was a troll. Like they were trying to start I don't know who it was. They were trying to start trouble basically with Tracy and Miss Creole because they was making it as if Miss Creole was talking trash about Tracy. I forgot what chat it was, but I was looking at the thing like that's crazy. These people
Well,
crazy.
good morning, Simone. Let me iterate since you get it. Was basically talking to what I was. Started out with Spilly Boy channel when he was talking about this crazy lady yesterday with all those different names. And I was saying, if I'm not mistaken, her name was also Huda. I'm not for sure. I knew it because she was in Miss Gina's chat. If that's the right one, I don't know. There's been so many names. There's two of them with a lot of different names. But 23 Psalms was in my chat. Remember, and I made her temporary mod. I didn't know at the time she was trying to infiltrate and fill people out to do what it is she was trying to do. Okay. And if you want to speak on that too, it's a really kind of an open chat because basically that's what all I was talking about this morning. Oh, and Stanky Baby over there with the illegal gambling. That's what we were talking about this morning.
They gonna hit her with numbers, which she gotta be careful because she might get a smack on the hand this time, but that's considered like running numbers in the house, illegal number gambling.
Yes, it is. It's running numbers. You're right about that.
That's that old school. Oh Lord.
The only way you can do it as if it was for a charity.
My mom used to have a number house. That's how I knew exactly. When I seen what they did, I like, well, they about to hit out with numbers.
Hold up.
It wasn't for charity.
No, wait, not. Oh, for charity.
Well, I said you don't got to be licensed if you're doing something for a charity, but it was for financial gain, and she was acting like she was giving out $600 some dollars. That was those people money anyway that she scammed them out of.
The whole thing is she acting like people. Why? This is the part that killed me with her. Everybody's so jealous when they speak against her. They jealous. They just jealous of me. They this and that.
That's because she's so vain. That because she's so vain. And actually, what she's doing is that's her feeling. What it actually is, if somebody constantly says they're jealous of me, that's actually how you feel about them speaking on you. Let's keep it real. Nobody jealous of you.
It's self-projection. She's self-projection.
That's what it is. That's
self-projection. But she ain't gonna be on saying all that but I don't care what they call on her. Because guess what? She had no problem telling people, her and that old trout mouth over there had no problem telling people to purchase my book and to read it for free online.
And it didn't
my bag. So you think I care about somebody calling about your bag? No.
And it didn't work.
Exactly. It didn't work at all because all they did was promote it, and now the book is still selling.
And free promotion. Thank you, free promotion. Thank you.
Just like she did free promotion yesterday for Spilly Boy products. When she said he started getting a lot of orders for Babe Nation over there. You know, he said he make and sell the mask. He started getting a lot of orders. That's all she did. She meant it for the bad, but it turned out to be for good.
They got the best PR team. I'm telling you, her and Sean should go into business doing that. Just PR.
Yeah, and then their company name is called Crisco Grease Queen. Okay.
Crisco Grease and S. Kelly, not R. Kelly, Sean Kelly.
You need to change your life. She need to change her life to petty life today.
It has Skillet in the background. Talk about something, I got it. They don't know it's me.
God.
They don't know it's me.
What y'all think about the new troll, the lady that said colored people and you people? Now that's the next biggest troll after Sir King, because I'm thinking that she's from that camp. They got a group of trolls together that's doing stuff together. Or could it be a voice changeover to sound like a woman or whatever? What do y'all think about that?
Come on, Baby Bop. Baby Bop is late. Is that who?
Yeah. I think I thought she was black.
Did she sound black to you?
Yeah,
she was black.
She seemed like she has like a Caribbean twang.
That's what she said she is. I was on Duchess Kelly Love's panel a little bit, and she said she was Caribbean and she was black. There was a big debate about it. So she said she's black.
I could believe that. She do sound like, but color is like Negro to me.
Color is saying nigger. Because what did they start off with? Let me see. Was it boy? Then it was nigger.
Telephone.
Call you girl.
Negro, African American, now black. Ain't nobody used the word color.
The Negro, Negro is real offensive to me, and I that's equivalent to color to me. Because if you call me a Negro, and I don't care even if we're the same color, I'm gonna look at it like you're calling me colored. It's
Yeah,
a
it's a I don't know. Yeah, okay, in the South, those words are used a little more loosely than it is in the North. I don't think it's the correct grammar or any way to describe another black person, regardless of what you grew up on. But I've heard older people call grown women girls still, and and other people I've heard them say, the color girl. And when I heard it for the first time being in Texas, it threw me because I was just like, I'm from
Well,
Louisiana, I didn't hear it down there.
when I was down there 2 years, and I ain't never heard nobody still using that term colored. I haven't heard nobody use that in decades. Good morning, Lady Detroit. I
that's
haven't.
Good morning.
hey,
I just came on for a minute. I just woke up. I'm sorry.
Hey
I don't know. I
everybody, that
saw.
man was very old. Bless, that man was like really, really old, and he
Okay.
was still speaking to me like he was in the 50s or something. His whole language, the way he spoke. And I was in a business, I was getting my tires done. And I remember I told the guy that owned it, my tire was already done. And I remember I said, with I think your grandfather, whoever it is, he is saying very offensive terminology to me, and speaking the way he's speaking. If I hadn't gotten my tire, I wouldn't be getting it done here. He didn't charge me for anything. He apologized. He said his dad was old. I said, if I were you, I would put him in the house. I would not have him on my side. He is bad for your business. And for him to speak
yeah,
this way is ridiculous. I remember I went off a little bit and I talked to the owner and he was like, my dad's old. He made an excuse saying, he's old back in the day. I said, this is 2020. We don't speak that way. And for somebody else will knock your dad in his head. I'm just being honest. The stuff that he's
yeah,
saying is out of order.
Can I
Well,
say this? And I'm
let
not
me just
gonna
say
jump
this.
on.
Let me say this before Lady Detroit need to speak. I think I told the story that when I was coming up to school, elementary, high school, this and that, the teachers used to get offended if we were to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. They say don't ma'am me, no. But see, but then it was different when people my age come to school because it's a different part of the country. Everybody speak different. That's what I want to say. And I also told the story how when I went to Louisiana, that my cousin's friend's father thought I was being very disrespectful, and then my father and my grandma had to explain, no, we don't do that out there. We're from a different place, and I didn't mean no harm, and I didn't want to go visit over there no more because I was just saying, yeah, yeah, and he thought I was supposed to say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. So that's what I wanted to say. So it depends on how you raised and where you are. Go ahead, Lady Detroit.
I was gonna say the same thing. And if you all are saying she's from the Caribbean, that's how they speak in the Caribbean. When I went down there, and that's the honest to God truth. When I was in the Bahamas, and when I went to Turks and Caicos, they say colored people. They say it. When I was down there, the young man asked me. He said, "So in the United States, I heard it's really hard for colored people," and I had to look because I never even really heard the term colored. Being from the North, we didn't experience any of that. So for me, it was kind of shock. And this was when I went to the Bahamas. I've been about 4 times, but this was the second time I went. And they were talking to me and they were telling us I was younger then too. I was in my early 30s when I went. And he was telling me, he was like, you colored women come down here and these men be on you. And they would just talk to me, but we were colored to them. So if she is from the islands, that might be a possibility. I'm not making excuses up for it, but that's what I was saying the other day. But from what Lex Max said and Right to Be Told said, she didn't mean to say color. She meant to say um, she meant to say people of color, which I hear that every day
yeah,
when you have other races that want to join in and be with black people because they're not black or they're not colored until something happens to them. Then they want to be, we're all colored, we're all minorities, we're all people of color. No, we're not. Just like they showed in Chicago, the Mexican gangs are out there
For some
killing
reason, I
black
can't
people.
hear.
Can you hear?
You can't hear me.
I hear Blessed, I heard Reed, but I can't hear anybody else.
see, I'm gonna mute mine out. All right, wait a minute, Mr. Trey. Try it again. I'm gonna mute and then let me see if it works.
Hello? Hello?
She says she muting out. You can go ahead and keep talking. Yeah, so she can hear you.
Oh, okay. So if they can't hear me, it don't make sense to talk. But what I'm saying is
Well, let me
that
come
I
back out
think
and come back
just
in.
I
For
can
some
hear you.
reason,
Go ahead. It makes sense. We can hear you. She can't hear you. So she gonna go out and come back
uh,
in.
yeah, let me come back in.
okay. It just depends on where you're at. Like when I was a young girl, my family, I always used to go down south for the summer to go visit my relatives. And that's why I was telling Nika, joking with her. She told me I could send my girls to Louisiana with her through the summer. I said, yeah, they need a good old Southern auntie they can go visit, because I used to have that. But when we would go down there, I would be like, well, how much is this pop? And they would be like, pop, pop. I haven't heard the word pop since I've been in New York. I haven't heard the word pop since this. So it is different dialect. I couldn't go down there and say soda because I wasn't raised on the word soda.
Now,
I
let me tell
wasn't
you,
raised on the word sofa.
And we say
okay, that's
soda
how they
in
do.
Philly. We
That's
don't
how
say
they did
pop.
in Las Vegas, Nevada. The whole time, every year, our parents would take us to Las Vegas because we were the only part of the branch to move to California. And we say soda, they were saying pop. Now, and then when I went to the South in 2000, they didn't know what I was saying when I say bring back some soda because they say bring back cold drinks. This was in Plaquemine. So at different
Mhm.
places, they do say different things. I had to throw that in there. You're right about that one. Yeah.
So I mean, it is just certain things that people say that we don't. We I just think it's the area. When I went to I'm trying to think of where else I went. Dominican Republic. I think they said colored too. They say because the guy was trying to talk to me, he was like, "You're colored like me and you," and I'm like, "I'm not colored like you. I'm not colored." So I was trying to
Wow.
explain to him, and I was saying to him, "We don't say colored, but I have family that live in Dominican Republic. I'm Afro Latino and Black, so I have family that lives in, like I told before, Cuba. I have family that live in Honduras. I have family that live in Panama, that are Panamanian, and I have family that live in the DR. So certain things in dialect, because to me, my family in DR are Black, but let them tell it, they not Black, but they are. They just in denial. But I'm sorry I sound like this, but I went protesting yesterday, and I'm just
Oh,
kind of
really?
How
tired
did it
Oh
feel?
and beat
wow.
down.
Awesome.
How did it
Awesome.
feel?
So,
That's what I be wanting to know, like from the protest. How do it feel? How did it feel?
girl, it felt. I mean, I always do it, so it's like normal for me. But this one was different. We rolled into. I live in the suburbs, and this time they brought it to the suburbs, and this is what I was happy about. And we ain't stupid. We was in our cars, and we had a motor brigade of over 1,000 cars going through the
Oh,
neighborhoods
Wow.
that was
doing it.
nice. And it was
I
You
peaceful.
like
know,
that idea.
That was
you know
nice.
that way you don't have to worry about nobody sticking a dog on you. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You in your car. You know, if somebody throws something at you, you about know where it's coming from, because we went into the whitest areas. My area where I live at is diverse, but it's still white suburbs, because like my neighbor the other day, she said to me, you know, you've been living over here, because I moved last year over here. I used to stay here, but where I used to stay at was a little bit more Black. I moved closer to the more diverse side this time. And she said, I thought you was mean. You never spoke to me. I said, it wasn't that I didn't speak to you, but I saw that Trump sign you had on your door, and I saw that um, flag you had, the Confederate flag you had, and I didn't want to
Hmm.
get to know you.
Yeah.
I said, I was more fearful of you than you were of me. And she said, no, it's not like that. I'm from the South. I said, but that's offensive. And I said, I find Trump very offensive. And
Highly
she said,
offensive.
Right. Right.
I
Exactly.
said, so therefore, anybody that supports him can't support me. I can't support them. She said, well, I would like for us to have a dialogue and speak. I said, right now, I'm not into the trying to educate phase. If you see what you get at this point, if you see that he's not a friendly man, the daughter said, I've tried to tell him. And she said, well, thank you for talking to me. I said, oh, you're welcome. Because I was walking up the block with my daughter. We went to the store. But my thing is, yeah, it was so peaceful. The peaceful brigade, you could listen to whatever you want to in your car. You could eat. You could do whatever you wanted to do. And we did that through 3 cities. And like I
That's
said, it was some stupid people. Like we had a couple of white people. The one white guy had a Trump flag, big old Trump flag waving from his car, and all we did was stick the middle finger up at him and roll past him.
but let me
You
ask
know,
y'all this
Wow.
before I jump off, because Gus, I know you want to end it. And I love hearing your commentary on Lady Detroit when you go on the panels. I love when you
Okay.
feel
Thank you.
nice. Do y'all think that this stuff is going on because we dropped the ball, like that we stopped fighting somewhere?
I think a lot of it now is actually going to really, really play out now because everyone is tired. So yeah, you got those white supremacists out there doing stupid stuff, but it's a lot of white people that just are mad. At that protest yesterday, and even when I was downtown, it was more white people than it was black people. I'm not even trying to be funny. Downtown it was. Now yesterday it was even. But what I'm saying is they're tired. The one white man talked to me. He said, "I am just sorry." He said, "When I saw that man," he said, "before I didn't understand, but when I saw that man deliberately press on his neck even harder, I knew I couldn't sit and be quiet any longer."
Well, let
And
me
I,
ask you a question too. I think in a way we probably did drop the ball a little bit because we were trying to be peaceful because we are peaceful people and they took advantage of that. So then they had to do something now on this one to be heard. Look all the ones that died before him. What about Brianna? Well, nobody really doing nothing. So we all this have to happen to be heard. Now, maybe it's not a good thing that some of the neighborhood stores that we frequented getting torn down, but they're gonna rebuild. They got insurance, but they can't bring him back. You know what I'm saying? They can't bring these people back. So that's why I say I'm kind of in the middle of it. But maybe we did drop it. You know, this is 2020. It's not peaceful like it was back there, Martin Luther King Day, which they still had dogs and fire hydrant holes and stuff on them too. You know, and beat them down, threw them in jail. But just these days, we're fighting back. Back then, you couldn't really fight back. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
this,
we did drop
you
it a little.
could fight back then. You didn't choose to. And what it
Right.
is now, these kids are angry. These people are mad. We're tired of it. So we're not the same generation as our parents. We're different. We're not going to sit there and hold hands and walk silently and sing "We Shall Overcome."
but
We're gonna fight because
what
we're
I mean,
different.
though, but when I mean like far as we dropped the ball, right? Okay, so we're going to, if you go into like the civil rights, the timeline, right? I'm gonna do a video on this too,
Mhm.
and you see, okay, so Martin Luther King and I'm gonna use the boycott for the bus and Rosa
Okay,
Parks.
please go ahead. Go ahead.
So we got Rosa Parks, the boycott and whatever. They end up being making it where the buses were now blacks and whites could be, you know what I mean, could go together, sit wherever you want. And it's
Right.
like once we passed one thing, we stopped fighting for it, and we was cool. Like, okay, whatever, we got that done. Let's move on to this. But in the midst of all that stuff going on, the things that are happening now is like a repeat of the things that they fought for. And I wonder, did we drop the ball by not continuing to fight to keep these things going, like far as segregation, equality, far as with jobs, with men and women, and black and white, like it's like we stopped after the last person and the last right that was passed. Like we looked at it like it was over, if that makes
You know
sense.
what? I'm sorry, Reed. It makes sense totally. And this is what I was saying the other day on Nico platform. Back then, you notice the difference that you saw from back then to now? A lot of homes had a mom and dad in the homes. A lot of black people cared for one another. Like I explained the story when I was a little kid, I could get my behind whooped by my neighbor, and she would be like, "I'm taking you home to your parents and take me down home to my mom and dad." And I better pray to God my mom and dad don't whoop my behind either. Or if Sally Sue saw you stealing out the store, they can come tell your parents.
It
The
was a
difference
choice.
now is we lost the family aspect. We were a community. We cared for one another. If Mr. Johnson kids was hungry, everybody in the neighborhood would come together and feed them. We had the Black Panthers. We had so many community organizations. When they broke those things up and the black family started breaking up, you lost those things. You had moms who now became a single, who were mom and dad, who would work 2 and 3 jobs just to make sure their kids could eat and have things. So you lost the sense of family. And
Right.
that's what happened in a lot of those homes. You have somebody like me who I have to admit, I had it actually very good in my childhood. And I don't come on to brag about this. I come on to say this to people because it's not fair. You had somebody like me who had a mom and a dad, right? Mom and dad both had excellent jobs. My mom and dad was, I tell her all the time, my dad was an electrical engineer for Chrysler, and my mom was an executive at AT&T. I never ever knew what the word struggle was. I never ever knew. I lived in the best neighborhood in Detroit. And guess what? When they started coming to our neighborhoods and doing violent, my parents packed their bags and moved to the suburbs. And I had parents that raised us too, even though we had the best of everything. My mom and dad made us go volunteer. My mom and dad would take us down to the roughest part of the city. My parents would make us do things. My mom and dad always would tell us, you never forget where you came from. And my mom and dad never did. So they instilled in us. When we was kids, we were told to say black is beautiful. When my son was a little boy, I don't know if everybody remember that song by Nas. I know I can be what I want to be.
I love that song.
I used to make my son sing that to me every day when he was in kindergarten. I could bring him in here and he could tell you. Every day before he would go to school, I would be like, come on, young king, what you gonna say? And he would say it every single day before he left the house to go to school. Those are things that we lost as people. We stopped, we got complicit, we got comfortable with the things we had. Black people were successful in the late 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Because my mother did hair back then. I remember I used to walk home from school straight to the shop. And back then, the press, the curls, the perms, and my dad worked at the steel mill. Then after he had to retire, he opened up his restaurants and 2 food trucks, which are very popular these days now. The food trucks, they wasn't very popular then in the 70s, but they are now. So I can say the same thing, but I don't come on bragging about that either, because a lot of us, even a lot of my friends, were unfortunate to have a 2-parent home, but they were raised good. And that's the difference, you guys, these guys in the projects. Back then, when people lived in there, it's because they really couldn't afford the rent, but they raised their children right. Because one of my friends went on to be a doctor, 2 of her brothers is pastors. And my point is, it ain't like these days people move there. It's still some that has to go there do it. I'm not knocking it, but it'd be the younger folks that move there that really don't want to do that. Because I've always said it don't make no sense to even get on that like in Las Vegas, because too many jobs around. But it is what it is. Some people have to do it like that. I feel sorry for those that try to have a good life like that. And then you got the few that don't want to do right, because it's only a handful. How they say one bad apple can't spoil a whole bunch. A kind of situation like that. But with that said, ladies, I'm going to get ready to roll myself up out of here. It's almost been an hour and a half. I'm going to find my music, but let me reiterate some stuff. Okay, y'all? Because I did for a minute kind of get the names mixed up, because 2 of these ladies had so many names. See, I had it mixed up. Coda was Miss Mullins, 23 songs. Marie Bennett was Rose Gillis. Those are 2 different people. I had it mixed up. But whatever the case is, the lady got a lot of names. She plays like she's a hypochondriac. She's been infiltrating our lives. I didn't know at the time that was going on, and that was her agenda, even with me. And I'm saying it was her agenda. Just the fact that Spilly saw it, she was emailing really be a lady Nika, Evie reviews. And I don't know if he said you, Simone, but just the fact that she's on there doing that, let me know something was up. I'm thinking Sean Brady sent her. Y'all get ready to drop them diamonds.
Well, I have to watch the replay because I don't know what you're talking about. And it's Abby reviews, everyone. Abby, she does makeup. She does a wonderful job with makeup. A nice brown sister showing you how to do makeup. It's Abby reviews.
And also, let me say this again. Lady Nika's still at the hospital. She stayed all night, y'all. Her pressure is up. I've sent some prayers to her. She's still there. Drop her cash app just in case somebody want to bless her with some lunch or whatever while she's still there. She got all this stuff at home, but she can't go home and use it. So she got to get special stuff now, the soups and all this kind of stuff. Anybody want to drop her $1, $2, $3, $4, $5? Let me see. Can you drop a
Lady Nika 72?
Yeah, drop it. Let me drop it again. Let me see. Y'all, so keep her in prayer. I hope she can come home. Hope her pressure come down when she come home today.
Prayer. And shout out to Jada Nerd. Man, my son have been loving watching you out in the protest and sharing it with us, because he's upset that he can't be there, because I won't allow him to do it because he's too young. However, shout out to you for allowing us to share that moment with you.
Yeah, and I appreciate y'all.
I am proud of Jaded. Jaded, that brother took action, and I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, ladies, and you guys have a wonderful day.
You did the same. Hi, ladies.
For a second while the music playing, that's Lady Nika Cash App, y'all. So let's just pray she come home today and let her pressure go down, okay?
All right.
All right then. Yay. Lady Detroit got it up there too, y'all. This how Spilly Boy get it. Yeah. Okay, y'all got to say the words, okay? I got to say the words. Y'all dropping them diamonds on the way out. And if you forgot to like, go ahead and like, y'all, as I'm going out, please. Thank you. There's my cash up again. Thank you for the cash ups I did get today. Thank you guys. It's a blessing. Mimi, you is going to good use. I appreciate it, you guys, okay? Thank you. With that said, Tallulah. Tallulah. Yeah, time to take the specs off. Yeah. Oh, y'all still here? Oh, okay. I had to put my specs on to see whether I'm still here or not. Dun, 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 dun. Cut it! Cut it. Yes, indeed.